is Jack's Japanese maple forest. It does have a reserve on it. There's 11 trees in this forest, started from seedlings, collected and arranged by Jack, so it's well done. Pot is Japanese, possibly Takonomi, 12 inches long. And we will start this one a little bit higher. I'm gonna start it at 60. Do I have anybody starting at 60 for the Japanese maple forest? Again, remember there is a reserve on this. So do I hear anybody at 60? I see Michael at 60. Excellent. So we have our first bid.
Don't say anything, Tom.
I won't.
And Jack, do you want to say anything about this forest while it's being bid upon?
I think it's very nicely arranged. And a nice pot too.
All right, I see 65 from Robert. Thank you, Jack.
Wolski.
We're at 65. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70 from anybody? Not too far off the reserve. Reserve is 90, as you can see. So we want to make sure that these trees sell. Not too many chances tonight, so make it count. All right. Again, this is a very pleasant arrangement. Takes a little while to get some. I see the thickest tree has some decent caliber to it. And again, there's 11 trees in here. Nice shallow pot. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70 from anybody? 70 from Jason. Excellent. Okay, just a little ways to go. So do I hear 75 from anybody? Do I hear 75? Do I hear 80? Again, nice, hard to come by arrangement, especially with Jack's name on it. Now you're getting a quality item. Looks nice and weed free, unlike some of my trees right now. All right, still have the high bid from Jason of 70. Would like to see the reserve met so that somebody walks away with this nice arrangement.
If it's a Takonomi pot, that's almost worth the value.
Excellent point, Tom.
Agreed.
All right, Robert has hit it at 90. Okay, reserve is lifted.
I knew I could count on you, Robert.
All right, excellent. Do I hear 95? Do I hear 95 from anybody?
Sound gone. I'm not.
All right. If I don't hear 95, I'm going to call it. Going once at 90. Reserve has been met. So this is going to go to somebody looking like Robert. Going twice. And sold to Robert at $90. All right, our next item up is Pottery Studio Time with Mark Hanner, well known in the pot making arena. This auction is for a 3-hour session with Mark in the Pottery Studio with himself and Becky behind their house in Otisville. Materials will be included for you to make a free form pot or two. No prior experience is needed, just a bit of curiosity and a desire to get your hands into wet clay. The buyer is to arrange the visit based on schedules. And I see this has a minimum of 50. I'm going to start this one. This is pretty darn nice. I'm going to start this at $40. So if there's anybody interested, please bid soon. And we're starting at $40.
Pam and I have done this with Mark and Becky, and it's a very, very enjoyable day. And you'll get a really nice pot out of it, and you'll learn a lot about how to make a pot and the work involved in it and all the techniques that you need to get to where you got a good pot.
Patrick Swayze involved?
What was that, Michael?
Patrick Swayze involved?
No Patrick Swayze on this one. Too late for that. So, do I hear 40 from anybody? 40. This is quite an opportunity. Mark, I've seen his demo at the in one of the meetings, and he's an excellent explainer. Jason, $40, excellent. So we have a $40 start. Do I hear 45? 50 from Laura, excellent. Okay, we've met the reserve price. Okay, Laura's at 50. Do I hear 55 from anybody? 55. You guys are going to have a good time.
Well worth it.
55 from Jason. Excellent. Do I hear 60? Do I hear $60? It's still a bargain. 3-hour session. That's $20 an hour. That's pretty darn good. 60 from Laura. Do I hear $65? $65 for a one-time opportunity here. 65 from Robert. All right, do I hear 70? $70, still a bargain. For your own handmade pot with explanation, $70 from Laura.
Laura, no Patrick Swayze.
All right, look at this happy couple in the picture. Come on, you gonna pass that opportunity up, anybody? $75, $75, going. All right, $75. $75 going once. Looks like Laura's gonna get it. $70 going twice. Last call. And boom, done. Laura has won at $70 for the excellent potting class. Okay, next for Michael Field, we have a natal fig. This is definitely an indoor tree, so this will be coming in for the winter. Has a reserve price on it. All right, now you're gonna push me here. Ficus natalinus, pot to tell. Thank you. It's a heavy 10 by 8 by 3-inch ceramic pot. Very nice looking tree, nice movement. Excellent nabari on this tree. It's a very pretty tree and looks very healthy. So we're gonna start this one at let's say $60, 60. So do I hear anybody at $60 for this tree? Again, nice movement, nice twist in the trunk. Healthy looking tree. Anybody? At $60. All right, from Justin, we have 60. Just a little ways to go to meet the reserve. Do I hear $65? $65 for a very nice tropical natal fig.
These are really prolific in producing aerial roots, and they're great for root over rock and that sort of thing.
65 from Andy. Excellent. Do I hear 70? Just a little ways to go for the reserve. Do I hear $70? Michael, do you want to add any information to this tree?
This is about 3-4 years old, but as Jay mentioned, it grows like a weed, and it loves outside. We had a full sun for most of the summer. It's just starting to come inside now. Constantly trimming and pruning on it because it grows so quickly. Very nice tree, very hardy.
Hardy and fun, because you get lots of choices. So do I hear $70 on this tree? Do I hear 70 from Justin? Excellent. We're coming up on the reserve. Do I hear 75 on this tree? 75 from Andy. Okay. Let's hit 80. Let's make sure this tree goes to a new home. Do I hear 80? Come on, it's $5 more. Let's do it. All right, 80 from Justin. Reserve has been met. Do I hear 85 on the tree? $85. Do I hear 82? That's all right. Do we want to Justin's getting a good tree at a great price. Anybody want to change that? All right. If I don't hear 85, I'm gonna call it. Going once. Going twice. Sold at 80 to Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
All right, here's a nice tall setup. We have 4 Dawn Redwood, 5 trunks, but we have 4 of the Dawn Redwood group saplings collected in 2012, so 8 years old. Gold all year, but not specific. Oh, I'm kind of messing. Sorry, apologize. 4 Dawn Redwoods, 5 trunks, saplings, collected in 2012, specifically good all year, but not specifically named plants. They're 36 inches tall, so keep that in mind. This is 3 feet tall. We have a 13 by 9 by 4 inch deep mica pot. Mica pots are nice and solid. They hold up through everything, so you can't destroy the pot. And it's a very nice looking setup. I do not see a reserve on this, but I think it's for the quality of the trees. I'm going to start this at $75. Do I hear 75? Do I hear $75 for this, for the Dawn Redwood forest? That's a bargain at this price. In a mica pot with $75 from Jason. Excellent. Excellent. Dawn Redwoods, very prolific. They grow like crazy, like a lot of sun. Very hardy. So 75. Do I have 80? 80 for the Dawn Redwood. 80 from Katie. Excellent. Still a bargain.
Yes, it is.
Do I hear 85? Plus this is from Bill. Bill is an excellent grower of trees. 85 from Jason. All right, do I hear 90? Do I hear 90? 90 from Katie. All right. Do I hear 95? $95. Do I hear 100? All right, 95 from Jason. Do I hear 100? Excellent. 100 from Katie. Still a bargain. It's a great forest. All right, I have 100. Do I hear 105? This is an excellent looking forest. It really has nice balance to it. The foliage doesn't start up too high on the trees like sometimes you see on dawn redwoods. Nice amount of foliage on the trees. They look very healthy. 105 from Jason. All right. 110 from Katie. All right, do we have 115? Do we have 115? Don't pass up on this opportunity. Not too many trees tonight. We want to make sure they do well. 115 from Jason. Do I hear 120? Do I hear 120? $120. Do I hear 125? 125 from Jason. All right, Jason and Katie really want this tree. Excellent. Do I hear 130? Katie or anybody else, do you want to bid 130? This is the time. It's the opportunity. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it. It's going once. It's going twice. And sold at 125 to Jason. All right. From Ron, we have a Shimpaku and a Dragon Pot. Surprising. Dragon Pot from Ron. We have a $30 minimum on this. Pot is a 6-inch, total height of 8 inches. Look, tree looks very healthy. So I'm going to start this one right off at 30. So if I have 30 from anybody, we'll get started on this. A very healthy looking, okay, 30 from Angelo. Excellent. Thank you. All right, do I hear 35? $35. 35 from Katie. All right. A nice, easy to move tree for winter. Do I hear 40? Do I hear 40 from anybody? 40 from Angelo. Excellent. Do I hear 45? $45. Easy tree to pick up. 45. Excellent. Do I hear 50? 50 for the Shimpaku and the Dragon Pot. You will not see another pot like this anywhere around. Lots of shaping that can be done on this tree. Nice and healthy, nice and green. 50 from Angelo. Excellent. Do I hear 55? 55 from Katie. All right. All right, do I hear 60? Do I hear 60? Opportunity for one of the few trees that are here. It's go. Do we hear 60? 60. 60 from Angelo. Excellent. Ron, did you want to say anything else about this tree before? Did you have anything else to say about this tree?
Nothing else. The tree is in good, healthy tree. It's about a 6-year-old tree. It's been in that pot for a year and a half. And the pot was fired by Mark Hanner. I designed it. I put the coloring and stuff on it and everything, and then Mark and I fired it up in his kiln. So it's good for outdoors and, you know, cold temperatures.
Excellent. We could have gone back and got more for the Mark Hanner pot making class. Okay, we're at 60. Do I hear 65? I see 65 from Katie. Excellent. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70? All right, I'm gonna call it. It's going once. It's going twice. And it's sold. Sold to Katie for $65. All right. Next, we have another jack tree. This is a Japanese maple. You can see it's in a it's a seedling collected and trained by Jack, so you know it has his touch on it. Pot detail is Japanese, probably Takonomi, 7.5 inches long, and it's got a nice blue glaze to it, which really sets off the red of the maple tree. So I'm going to start this one off at $45. 45. Do I hear $45? Excellent fall color in a very attractive blue pot. All right, 45 for Michael. All right, we're getting close to the reserve, so let's keep it going. Do I hear 50? Do I hear $50 for beautiful Japanese maple? Do I hear 50? $50 from Jason. Looks like a nice caliper on the trunk. Come on, we're getting really close to that reserve price. Want to see this tree go to a new home. Do I hear 55? 60. All right, we have met the reserve price. Excellent. Good job, Angelo. Do we hear 65 for this tree? These grow very well. They fast. You want to keep it out in semi-shade. They tend to in full sun. At least with my Japanese maples, I found that the tips kind of go brown on them. But prolific growers. Sorry about the dog.
He wants to buy the tree.
Yeah, who wants to buy the tree? 65. Excellent from Jason. Do I hear 70?
Maybe it's a dogwood.
Maybe it's a dogwood. Bada bing. Do I hear 70?
I think he just appreciates the bark on it.
Yep. Yes. Oh boy. Jack, did you want to say anything else about this tree?
Bargain.
That's a bargain. Yep.
If it was a dogwood, we could tell it by its bark.
All right, we're at 70 from Angelo. Do I hear 75? Reserve is off. It's coming up on your last opportunity here. 75. Yep, 75 from Jason. Do I hear 80?
I don't don't I see the 75 from Jason?
75 from Jason Sparks.
There it is. Okay.
Okay. Do I hear 80? All right, I'm gonna call it. Going once. Going twice at 75. Yep. And now we're at 80 from Angelo. Do I hear 85? Do I hear 85? Going once at 80. Do I hear 85? 85 from Jason. All right. Jason and Angelo want this tree. Do I hear 90? Well, I see 90. Still a bargain. Going once. At 85, do I hear 90? Going twice. And sold to Jason for 85. All right. Now, this is from me. We have a, it's a little hard to see. Let me move my, okay, let me move my, text. There's no minimum on this. So it's a pretty good size. I should have labeled out the size. About a foot wide wood pot. It's about 4 inches high. It's about 12 inches wide, about 9 inches deep. We have a small round dragon pot, good for a cascade. And it does have a hole on the bottom. And it's hard to tell, but also have a rock pot with wires coming through. And that's good for mounting soil onto in a tree. So do I hear a start of $25 for this? Again, it's the 3 items. The dragon pot especially is very cool. It's a little hard to see the detail in the picture. Do I hear $25? The only one that's really been heavily used is the rock pot. The wood just needs a little cleaning up. It's actually in really good condition, and the dragon pot is like new. Do I hear 25? All right, Laura, 25. Do I hear 30? Very versatile setup. You've got you've got the different elements going on here. Laura at 25, do I hear 30? This might be a quick one. Okay. No, if nobody at 30, I'm gonna call it. Going once. Anybody at 30? Looks like Laura's gonna get it. 25, going twice. Sold to Laura.
Laura rocks.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. All right. Move my chat box over again. All right, from Ron, we have Juniper Sargent. Very curved trunk, as you can see. It's in a plastic pot, but you're definitely paying for the tree here. It's a 12 by 8 pot, and the height on this is how tall would you say that is, Ron? Ron, can you?
Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, it's a little over 2 feet. I'm not sure where the tree came from. It was collected by someone. I'm just not sure who. I did a lot of carving on it. It just has never been styled, and it is ready to be styled. So it's been carved now for a couple of years. So
What does
Okay.
it do? What does it do to being promoted from sergeant?
Bada bing. All right, we're starting at $30. $30 is the reserve, and get an excellent buy here. So do we have anybody at $30 for the Juniper Sergeant?
if you had looked on our website today, Bruce Baker had just designed a very similar tree. You could see what this tree would look like if it was actually worked on. And the pictures don't really do it a whole lot of justice. It's hard to get it in one shot.
Okay, we're at $35 from Angelo. Do I hear 40? $50. $50 from Andy. Excellent. Do I hear 55? Do I hear 60? Do I hear $55? Do I hear 55? $55 from Angelo. Again, there's multiple years into this tree. Indestructible plastic pot. $60 from Andy. Do I hear 65?
Yeah, that pot's just a training pot. It's one of Kurt Smith's pots. I use them when training because I can drill holes in them and I can pull branches down that way instead of wiring the whole branch. I never like to leave any wire marks on a tree.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ron. It's nice to have a pot you can just wire into and not have to worry about it if it ever blows over. It's not gonna, it's not gonna shatter on you. Do I hear 65? Do I hear $65? 80 from Don. All right, do I hear 85? $80 from Don. Do I hear 85? Do I hear 90? Do I hear 85? If I don't hear 85 or more, I'm gonna call it. Going once. Oh, 85 from Andy. Okay. Do I hear 90? Do I hear $90? $90 from Don. All right. Do I hear 95? Do I hear $95? Still a
Wish I
great
liked-
deal.
I wish I liked this species more. That's a hell of a deal.
Yes, it is. It is a great deal. Lots of tree. All right. Do I hear 95? 95 from Andy. All right. Do I hear 100? Still a bargain. 101 from Don. All right. Do I hear 105? All right. It's looking pretty favorable for Don right now at 101. Do we hear 105? I'm gonna call it. Going once. Going twice. Sold at 101 to Don.
All right, Jay, bring the next one over.
Sorry?
I said, all right, bring the next one over.
Is this a second pot making class, or is it was just the one, right?
There are two.
Oh, there are two. Okay. All right. So if anybody kicked themselves for missing the first time around with the pot making class, we have a second with Mark Anner. Again, this is a 3-hour session with himself and Becky, and out in Otisville. Materials are included for you to make a free form pot or two. No prior experience, and buyer to arrange to visit based on schedules. So I'm going to start this one off. Let's see. Let's start this one at $40. There is a reserve, but let's start off at $40. Your own custom pot. You can brag about it to everybody. $40. Anybody? Look at that happy couple. Don't you want to be just as happy? 50 from Jason. Excellent. The minimum has been met. So we have $50. We have $55. 55 from Katie. Don't miss this opportunity. Well, it comes around twice. Do we hear 60? $60. As I said before, Mark is an excellent teacher, explains very well, very patient. $60 from Robert. Excellent. Do I hear $65? $65 for a 3-hour session.
If you missed his class, this is a really great opportunity. He will teach you, he and Becky will teach you a lot.
Both very patient people and excellent explainers.
You also get the chance to visit their nice gardens.
And there are 9 cats.
Anybody on Facebook knows. 65. Do I hear 65? Good thing I'm going to call it. Going once. Going twice. Katie, $695. All right.
Maybe a typo there.
Maybe a typo. All right. Good.
Price is put in.
Yeah, price put in. Okay, $65 from Katie. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70? Okay, I'm gonna call it. Go up from Robert, 70. Anybody want to refute or put in a new bid? It's $75. Anybody want to bid 75 from Katie? All right. Do I hear 80? Do I hear 80 from anybody? All right. Going once. Twice. Sold for 75 to Katie. All right. This would be the third piece from Jack. This is a Hydrofarm Grow Light. Well, minimum starting price is very reasonable at $25. It's a 250 watt metal halide lamp, 120 volt. And if anybody's seen Jack's indoor trees and the amazing success that Jack has at growing outdoor trees inside, I think you'd want to get one of his grow lights. So we're going to start this one off at $25. Do I hear 25 from anybody?
Chris,
Yes.
make this clear that this is not a light that I use to grow my indoor trees. Something that I got at one time from somebody else who used it for a pet, but it's a little bit overpowering for me. But I realize that some people are growing indoor plants. The production people, this is the kind of thing they're using.
Okay, it's versatile. So we're starting off at $25. Do I hear 25 from anybody? $25. I'm not sure what this would go for new, but I know it'd be a whole lot more. $25, a bargain. We're coming up on that time of the year where we're going to need them. Anybody at $25? Anybody at $30? 25, 25. Do I hear 25? Anybody? Well, going once at 25. Going twice. No sale.
Folks, you're going to have to excuse me. I have an overseas call I have to attend to.
Okay. All right. This is a Butte. This is from Ron. And Chamacypris has a minimum price of 35. Again, this tree's in a plastic pot also. It's a 12 by 8 pot. This tree looks like it has some nice height, nice movement to it, nice curvature of the trunk. And I'm going to start this one off at the minimum of $35. All right, Justin, 35. Do I hear 40? 40, 40, 40. Do I hear 40, anybody?
I'm not familiar with that type tree. Does it back bud?
Inoki.
Okay, we're at 40. Do I hear 45? 50 from Andy. Ron, do you want to make some commentary on this tree?
Not much to add to it, just that it's a really nice tree. It's got nice color. I've had it for about 5 years, maybe six on the outside. Styled it a little bit. Didn't need a whole lot of styling. It kind of speaks for itself. Plastic pot again, because I like the wire down.
Excellent.
Somebody said they weren't familiar with that tree.
Yeah, but it's winter hardy for sure. You know, it's been here in Michigan for a long time, so.
And it's a bargain at 55. Do I hear 60? $65 from Andy. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 75 from Angelo? Excellent. All right, we're gonna close this one up good. 80 from Andy. Do I hear 85? 85. We're at 80. Do I hear 85? 85 from Angelo. All right, do I hear 90? 90. 90 from Andy. Do I hear 95? $95 for excellent movement in the trunk. Nice apex. 95 from Angelo. Excellent. Do we hear 100? Do we hear 100? Come on, it's the last of our, I think this is our last offering of the evening. Don't go home treeless. Do we hear 100? $100 from Andy. Excellent. Do I hear 105? $105. All right, I'm gonna start to call it. If I don't hear 105 or 110. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Thank you,
Sold to
gentlemen.
Andy.
Well, that was a pretty nice auction.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody. That was fun.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome, Jay.
So we get with each other just to arrange someplace to exchange this?
Yeah, I was thinking that, Bob, are we gonna save what was on here? Are we gonna send out the emails of everybody, or how are we gonna handle that?
What was that again, Chris?
How are we gonna handle everybody? I can do a copy paste on the chat screen.
Yeah,
I think that the buyer and the seller need to get together to complete the transaction.
Okay, but are we gonna
There
send some?
probably should be a record they both can refer to agree on what the price was, and some place where that is shown so that they can both look at it.
The meeting was recorded if there's any question. The main thing would be they would need to have contact information, which they could share privately in chat right now. So if you bought something, you could privately message, instead of everyone just click on the name of the person you bought from, and you can give them your contact information and work out how you're going to pick up the tree and pay for it.
Bill and Mark aren't on the chat.
Sorry?
Bill and Mark are not on the chat. They're not actively in the Zoom.
That's interesting.
They have their email though on the slides, I think.
Yeah, I can reissue the revised slide set to everyone so that all of the buyers can see the email address of the seller.
yeah, because that's all they need, and then contact the seller by email.
That would work.
Okay.
We figure stuff out as we go, right?
Yeah.
We are living in unprecedented times, and we have to adapt.
Does everyone see a big thank you on the screen?
Definitely
You sure do.
Oh, good. So I can give you an update from the nominating committee. Is this the appropriate time to do that?
Sure.
Okay. The chairman of the nominating committee, Mark Hanner, is traveling today and can't be with us, so he's asked me to read his comments on where we're at with the elections. Before turning to the results to date for the October elections, Mark would like, on behalf of the executive board and the entire membership, to thank those who have served and helped make our group such a fun and educational success. Our departing board members are Ron Molostin, President, Tam Molostin, Treasurer, Carmen Lesko-Vianske, Director and Liaison with Mathi Botanical Gardens, and Peggy Kubitz, Director. In addition, we have been well served and thankful to the folks continuing on with the board in these elected positions. Jason Clare, Vice President and Program Chair, Chris Carrig, Recording Secretary, Bob Bauer, Communications and Marketing Secretary, Don Wenzel, Newsletter Editor, Kurt Smith, Show Committee Chair, Laura Andre, Webmaster, Mark Hanner, Membership Chair, and Aaron Binns, Director. We'd also like to thank those in volunteer positions, which include Bill Struhar for fundraising and Paul Kalesa for auctions and shows. And new this year, we want to acknowledge Ron Molostin as our Zoom coordinator and welcome him to the board of directors as ex-president. Closing in on our board elections in October, we have most of the positions filled with a volunteer to be on the slate, with only one spot remaining, that of treasurer. Please note, all officer positions are available if someone would like to add their names to the choices for this election. Please contact the nominating committee. To date, these members have raised their hands for the following open positions. For president, Mark Hanner. Treasurer spot is open. Membership coordinator, Will Faison. Publicity chair, Dana Herman. And there is one director at large position open. Our biggest concern at this point is that we have a very important position that is not covered, and that is the treasurer position. If anyone watching tonight would like to serve in this position, or if you know of someone who might be interested, please contact anyone on the nominating committee so that we can talk to them. And right after our third look at this photograph tonight should be the members of the nominating committee and their email addresses. Please contact Mark or Laura or me if you would like to be our treasurer. And that's the update. We're still finalizing plans for how we're going to hold the election and whether or not we're going to have a meeting next month. I think that the board still has some decisions to make on that. And if any other board members here want to comment further, please do so. Otherwise, you just have to watch your email. We will probably be voting using SurveyMonkey, and the election will occur right before the meeting or during the meeting in October. So that's all I have.
That's good. That's good. That's very good. I put my email address where my name is if somebody's looking for my email. And it's also on the web page, I'm sure, in Ann Arbor newsletter. So
Let's see. If I can figure out how to unshare. I don't know where that button is. Stop share. There,
that'll do it.
okay.
That'll do it. Hey, are we learning or what?
We'll have it figured out by the time the pandemic is over.
Probably we'll never use it again. I know.
Oh, I think some things have changed permanently.
Probably. I've been enjoying our little meetings here and stuff. And even if we did this outside of an official meeting, it can be a self-help meeting or a question meeting or a show and tell meeting, this kind of stuff. It seems to have worked out pretty well this year. And we thank everybody for showing up tonight. We got some nice trees up there, and it was kind of fun. I think it'll work again.
Thank you for everybody. It was fun to watch it all. Sorry that you didn't get to see me. I'm on a different computer and Zoom doesn't like my video, so my apologies.
Oh,
Bob Pett here.
Well, I can say, as far as auctioning, it's pretty nice seeing the names come out in print, you know, and the number. So that was pretty easy to track. So I gotta say that was pretty nice. So I don't know, maybe Zoom has some real purpose behind it here.
So next year we'll hold an in-person auction, but we'll all be on our laptops at Mathi bidding on.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
anybody else need information from anything?
Just a reminder that what I'm thinking about for next month is maybe having a roundtable discussing our various winter storage strategies. And so if you've got pictures or anything, you might kind of gather those together, and we'll be putting out a call to send those in so we can kind of have a little discussion around those photos.
Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty good idea. Even Tom and myself have both tried several types of storage without digging a great big pit in the ground, using various heating and or lights and or enclosures and little greenhouses. So I think we can add to that discussion next meeting.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Thanks, guys.
Good night, guys.
thanks everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Good night,
See you next
everybody.
month.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, all.